Happy holidays, Glendale. I'm Brett Baxley, and you're watching the 8th episode of the Glendale 411. If visiting the Bass Pro Shop Santa Claus is part of your family's traditions, you'll be interested in getting to know the man behind the Santa suit. Kelly Kate Tedford and Carrie Jones investigate.
Families can come in, it doesn't matter what income, what level they're at, they can come in, they can get in line, they can have a free photo with Santa, they can spend a couple of hours doing all the free games, the racetrack, the shooting, anything that they want to, and they can have a completely free experience. And you can't get that in a lot of other places. Kids can play on different arcades, they can do crafts. It's a whole experience in the store. So we've actually had a lot more people coming every single year. On some Saturdays before Christmas, we have a 4-hour line for Santa Claus because that's how many people want to see the Santa at Bass Pro Shops.
Probably my favorite part is watching the little kids go up and see Santa. Either if they're excited or if they're stressed out, it's still really entertaining, and it just makes the day go by faster to take a little bit of time up at the picture station and either step in and take the pictures or run the register, whichever. But that's the best part, is watching the little kids get all excited to go see Santa.
I have been doing Santa since 1976, but I've been a natural, real bearded, white bearded Santa for, oh golly, since 1990.
Santa Greg does great with the kids. I think he does a really awesome job at actually being Santa. Like, he is the real Santa for a lot of these kids, and he just really personifies it very, very well, and he stays in character very, very well no matter what's going on, so he's really great with it.
My favorite memory has to be back in one of my first years that I was working here at Bass Pro. There was a gentleman who was probably 75 years old and slightly autistic, but a very nice guy. He came up and he wanted to sit on Santa's lap. And I asked him if he's been a good boy, and he said, yes, he has. And he says, Santa, the reason I want to come to sit with you is my dad used to be Santa. And that just touched me right here. I mean, it was just the warmest memory, the fact that I reminded him of his own father. So
Our Santa Greg is one of the best in the company. And the coolest thing about him is he really makes them believe. And this day and age, we want kids to keep their innocence for as long as possible. And if we can have one kid who believes for one extra year because of him, I think that's awesome.
The way I try to impact children's lives is to emphasize being good and doing the good things and the right things in life. I love all the kids when they come up and talk to Santa, but the little bitty ones are the coolest ones. And I also get to take pictures with puppies, and I love to take puppy pictures.
Signing out for the Glendale 411, this is Carrie Jones and Kelly Kate Tedford.
One Glendale senior is training for American Ninja Warrior. Trip Horsey has the story.
So Warrior Sports is a gym training facility based on the TV show American Ninja Warrior, and if you aren't familiar with the show, basically it's these really challenging obstacle courses that contestants go through, like they got to run up a wall or run across a log, stuff like that. A lot of strength and conditioning stuff. So basically Warrior Sports took as many of the obstacles from it as they could and kind of incorporated it into a nice big gym.
This is the warped wall.
This is the jumping spider.
I've been training about 2 years at Warrior Sports. I just like training because I want to compete on the show.
I like training at Warrior Sports because the people there are really cool. It's a fun way to get a good workout in, and the dream's to be an American Ninja Warrior one day. So this is the quintuple steps.
There's about 4 or 5 people that have been on the show that train at this gym, and I've been lucky enough to actually be on the show myself. I walked on like 2 years in a row to be on the show, which probably was one of the best experiences I've ever had.
This is the stairway to heaven.
Why? Well, I was going to make sure you made it all the way over. Right.
This is a rope.
I've been training at Warrior Sports for a little over a year. I've been watching American Ninja Warrior though for probably 5 years now, so as soon as I found out they had a place there, I got there as soon as I could, did as much as I could. After all this training, now I can do most of the really hard stuff there.
Signing out for the 411, this is Trip Horsey.
Glendale students participate annually in the Cross Lines Holiday Food Baskets to assist families in need. Kayla Wines and Emily Farlander have the story.
The Holiday Food Baskets, it's a program that we do with Cross Lines, and specific families in the area register and sign up and say, you know, we just don't have enough to make Christmas, or even to get a meal for Christmas. And then once they are assigned a donor, that's the only help that they get. So there's a lot of pressure to make sure that the classrooms that we have that are having these baskets and are hosting these families actually put forth. We've been planning the holiday food baskets for probably about 2 weeks total. Really, our job is simply making sure the classrooms that have a family are getting the supplies and then delivering it on the day of.
I have a very well-oiled machine when it comes to organizing baskets. We try to divide up the class into different groups. So I have a group that will be canned goods like vegetables and things, but I try to remind the students that canned tuna, canned chicken, things like that is good, soups, stews, that kind of thing. Another group might be more boxed and bagged items like cereal, oatmeal, rice, pasta, things like that. Another group will be more personal items, lotion, shampoo, toothpaste, all those kinds of things. And then finally, paper products, paper towels, napkins, toilet paper, and cleansers. A lot of cleaning supplies are very expensive, so it's good to get some cleaning supplies for people too to kind of help offset some of those costs. And we divide those up. Each group, I try to work with their cooperative learning groups that they use in class, so they get a kind of some group responsibility and accountability so that they're working together on that. And then we also then collect for money too, so that then we can purchase gift cards for perishable items. And I'll go get that then, and that way they can have milk and eggs, things like that then in the form of a gift card. We have an excellent group of students and a great staff who are willing to do this kind of community participation. And it helps those families by letting them know that you're not alone. Struggling is hard, and asking for help is even harder. And a lot of people don't realize that. I think it's just as good for our students to help out, because you really get a lot out of helping other people. And so I think it kind of brings that holiday spirit and just global dependence on each other. Being a foreign language teacher, I like, communities working together for the good of the whole community. And I think that's really important, both to teach as a concept, but just how to be a better person, a better citizen.
This year, the flock helped 16 families with food and other essentials for the holiday season. The flock really is a family thing.
Next, Glendale senior Amber Crawford is dreaming big. Caitlin West and I have the story.
Hi, my name is Amber Crawford, and I want to be an actress. I got involved into acting whenever I was about 3 years old. My brother and I would perform for our parents and our family. We'd put on little concerts. So my mom put me in some classes at Little Theater, and I started doing that. I started performing at my elementary school, my middle school, and then I did Little Theater troupe for about 4 years. So the program that has influenced me the most going into the future would definitely have to be debate. With debate, you are forced to deal with a bunch of type A people that are all rooting against you. It's definitely prepared me for criticism in the future, but it's also prepared me performance-wise. I started doing HI, which is humorous interpretation, and then I did oratory as well. And so both of those helped me get comfortable in front of people, as well with actual debate, doing public forum. It also gives you that adrenaline rush that you would get from performing. I've done choir since freshman year as well. And now I take a professional acting class where we go in for about 4 hours every week, and we do scene work. So we usually do like cold reading work and also memorized scenes.
She called us up one day and wanted to watch class and was interested in it, and she showed up and we talked a little bit about her future and about the class. She joined, and she's been doing very well. She's already very talented. We were talking about if I was a manager, who in class would I manage?
Who's got talent, natural talent, who's got confidence, and who's marketable are the topics that we are covering.
Yeah, and her name was one of them.
Thank you guys very much.
My first musical at Glendale was The Addams Family. I was Wednesday Addams, and it was super fun. And that was honestly the production where I finally realized that this is what I want to do with my life. And this is the only thing I see myself doing, really. I love the feeling that you get whenever you're allowed to channel your emotions into a character. And that's ultimately why I really enjoy acting. Getting up on stage and being somebody else and being good at it and having fun with it is the best feeling in the world. I don't know exactly where I want to go yet. I've applied to a lot of different schools. I really, really like Webster. It's a very intense program, which is definitely like what I want. And if I can go into a program where I can also maybe do like a minor in business or something like that, that would be awesome too. Just that I have other skill sets as well. After college, I'll probably start doing like auditions and stuff and just kind of being a vagabond, I guess you could say, and like living in different places. I would really like to live in LA, but just wherever like life takes me.
She has all the things that she needs to accomplish whatever she sets out to do, in our opinion.
Some time for me, scene 22, take one. Everyone settle, get your energy up, action.
Running out of time to get your friends and family an affordable gift for Christmas? Melanie Miller and Kirsten Meyer show you some do-it-yourself ideas. Thanks for watching. If you want to be notified every time we upload a new episode, follow us at the Glendale 411. Signing out, I'm Brett Baxley.